Hey guys, and welcome to the Skin Code by Cody, where I talk all things skincare, at-home beauty devices, as well as professional in-clinic treatments. If that's something you're interested in, I would love for you to support my channel by liking this video and subscribing. Today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about retinoids and retinol, because I just see so much confusion. I see so many people talking about this all over the place online, and it's clear that there's definitely quite a bit of confusion about, what the difference is between a retinoid and a retinol product, and where you would use each of those products. Firstly, it's really important to point out that retinoic acid has the most in-depth scientific research proving its effectiveness to treat acne as well as some of the signs of aging on the skin. There are three derivatives of retinoic acid. The first one is tretinoin, the second one is tazarotene, and the third one is adapalene. So when it comes to comparing these three derivatives of retinoic acids, tretinoin is absolutely the gold standard of the three products, with the most scientific backing, proving its effectiveness to treat, acne and the signs of aging. Whilst tretinoin is the medication, the three main brands in Australia that you will see talking about, that include tretinoin are Renova, Retrieve, and Retin-A. Because tretinoin does have the most scientific research behind it and is considered, the best of the best within of the retinoic acids, that's what I'll be focusing on today in this video, and really be talking about how that compares to retinol, that I'm sure, we've all heard of retinol being included in skincare products. As I mentioned earlier, tretinoin is used to treat acne. So when people do suffer from acne and they do start using tretinoin, it can cause what they refer to as a purging stage, where for a period of time, the acne can get worse before it gets better. So that is that's fairly common, and it does happen. Obviously, if you find that your purging lasts for quite a while or causes you any major issues, obviously you'd be best to speak to your medical provider. In addition to treating acne, tretinoin can also, there's also research proving that tretinoin can treat fine lines, wrinkles, sagging skin, as well as pigmentation issues, so skin discoloration, particularly from sun damage, as well as melasma. It does this by accelerating the turnover of the cells in your skin and stimulating the production of collagen. As that cell production increases, you will tend to find that the top layer of your skin is a little bit thinner than usual. So it is absolutely critical, more than ever, that when you are using a retinoic acid, that you are applying an SPF every single day. When you're, obviously, it doesn't matter if you're leaving the house or not, if it's a sunny day or a gloomy day, you have to be protecting your skin from the sun, because that top layer of skin that's normally there protecting it, you have essentially removed through this process, and it's much easier for those harmful UV rays of getting into our skin, causing further damage. In terms of side effects, there are quite a few side effects that you may experience using a retinoic acid. So for acne sufferers, if you do use a topical retinoic acid such as tretinoin, some people do find they have a purging stage of the skin where they find their acne does get worse. That can be caused through the accelerating of that skin turnover or general irritation of the skin. So usually whatever we do to our skin, if it's irritating the skin, our skin can then overproduce oil, which then results in more acne. So most of the research I've read online does say this usually only happens for a few weeks, Obviously, however, I would always suggest that if you are concerned about that, then you would seek support from your medical provider. It can also cause dryness of the skin, redness, peeling is very common. It's actually a great time for me to make this video because I am using Tretinoin at the moment. So I do have some peeling just under my bottom lip here. On my nose, I notice some peeling as well as the tops of my cheeks. So that is a very common side effect, and again, why it's so critical to wear a sunscreen. I've also read a lot of people talking about tretinoin and other retinoic acids, and some people are concerned that if their skin isn't peeling or if it's not red and sore, they're worried that they're not getting any of the benefits. So that's absolutely not the case. As with any medication or treatment, results vary from one person to another. So just because your skin isn't peeling and isn't getting red, it doesn't mean it's not working or it's not as effective. It just means your skin is able to tolerate it and manage that medication better than how some other people do. If your skin does peel while you're using a tretinoin or any retinoic acid, it's important that you don't force that peel off your face. So you definitely don't want to pick at it. You certainly don't want to exfoliate that anyway, either using a scrub or a chemical exfoliant. That will cause further irritation and potentially damage your skin. The side effect that the tretinoin is causing in that peeling is your skin already exfoliating. So there is absolutely no need to continue to exfoliate further. If your skin is at that stage where it's already red, dry, and peeling, then I would suggest stopping using the product for a couple of days, allow your skin to recover, and you can then reintroduce it back into your skincare routine. There are a number of ways that you can dilute the product while your body builds a tolerance. So some people mix it with a serum or a moisturizer and then apply it to their skin. Some people, you can also get different strengths of the product. So in Australia, it's commercially available as a 0.025% potency, 0.05%, and then if you do actually need it stronger than that, you can get a 0.1% product compounded at a chemist, but it isn't commercially available. So you have to go to a specific chemist. They can mix that up for you with a prescription, obviously. As I mentioned earlier, because tretinoin is a medication, you do require a script from a doctor in order to go to a chemist and, get the product. Retinol is a vitamin A derivative that is available in skincare over the counter. So you've probably seen common household names such as Olay, Neutrogena. They do have products that do contain retinol. As tretinoin is a retinoid in its active form, it's ready to be used topically and the skin will accept that and absorb it straight away, and it will then have its impacts on the skin. Whereas retinol needs the skin to work with it in order for it to be absorbed and work with the skin. So there's an extra step involved for a retinol to have an impact on the skin. And that is why prescription retinoids are far more beneficial to the skin and they will have a much stronger result than an over-the-counter retinol product. Saying that, I do personally use over-the-counter retinol products as well as prescription tretinoin products. So I do go to my doctor and request to get a prescription tretinoin. So I use the 0.05% strength and I use that. So I only use it up to the orbital bone under my eye. You really shouldn't go any closer to the eye than that with a tretinoin or really a retinol. The tretinoin can actually migrate under the skin about 2 centimeters or just under an inch. So if you are concerned about this under eye area, applying it up to that orbital bone is sufficient. The product can migrate under the skin and get to where it needs to be. I also use it a little bit on both sides of my face. I have at the top of my cheeks here, I have some discoloration down there that I've been treating. I also use it on my nose, and I use it a little bit down here because I do have some residual acne scarring from when I was younger. So I'm working to see what impact the tretinoin will have on that. In terms of retinol, I use retinol a lot on my neck, all across my forehead. It really just depends on really what I'm trying to achieve. But I do use both products. They do have similar side effects. So all of the side effects that I discussed earlier for tretinoin and prescription retinoic acids, retinol can cause the exact same side effects. So that redness, dryness, it can cause some skin sensitivity. So please keep that in mind if you do decide to use a retinol product. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you found that helpful and helped to answer some of the questions that you did have about prescription retinoic acids or retinoids, as well as retinol. It is a fantastic ingredient in skincare to treat all of those types of things that we're trying to treat. But if you do have any questions or comments, if you wanted to share your experiences using either a prescription retinoic acid or an over-the-counter retinol product, please comment below, and I'm very keen to hear what your experience has been like. If you haven't already, I would love for you to support my channel by subscribing, hitting that like button, and clicking the bell to request the notifications.